There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't say nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When it sounds sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real Andy.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered, and CBC News is on.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
And good morning to you all. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to the middle of the week. Welcome most of all to the 3rd of June, 2026. I'm Pearson Bowen, wishing all of you a terrific today. To those of you joining us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb, thank you for doing so. Share the show, share the love, bring others along, have conversations among yourselves, but most of all, have conversation with us as well. So we do appreciate you doing so every single day. I see you share, and I appreciate that. Also, if you know of something or someone, a story that has to be told by us, tell us about it. And you can point us in the direction by simply sending us the details via email. The email address is right there. If you take a look, you'll see it. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. You send us the email, we shall respond. We'll follow up for you. And we thank you for being partners in what we do every single day. Did you know that Barbados Under the Dark is so different from Barbados Under the Light? I'm so serious. On our way here to this location, live from Inchcape, Barbados in Warrens, we saw people on either side of the highway running and walking and just exercising. It is tremendous to see. And so we encourage you to perhaps consider that as one of the things you intend to do this year. You'd get up early, you'd hit the roads, you'll exercise, and then you get on with your regular day. It really makes a difference to how you live and how you feel and how you contribute indeed. So to all of you who've been up early in the morning walking and peeping into the showroom, we love it. Thank you for continuing to do so. We have a full day today indeed. And so stopping over for Crop Over this morning is a big man with big songs. You have to stand by to find out who this big man with the big songs is, and he'll be joining us in just a little while. Also today, we meet a woman who is producing a series that's coming to you right here on TV8. It speaks to First woman in what? ... She'll join us to give us some insight into what that production will look like and will mean, and why you should tune into TV just to see this groundbreaking initiative, First Woman. Also today, we want to share with you why it's important that your newborn is screened and not run from all of that. So we want to share with you what the screening is and how you interact with the results, and why that's so important to Barbados healthcare provision for young people indeed. So we're looking forward to that too. As you know, it's the 3rd of June, so we're into the Atlantic hurricane season for this year, and so we'll hit up with the Department of Emergency Management. We want to get a sense of preparedness, and they remind us as well of some of the things that we need to be mindful of as we get ready to engage with the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. So there's a lot to stick around to find out. We'll take a break right here. When we come back, the big man will perform for you. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
On the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Some fingers music.
2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Where you from? 2, 4, 6. Where you from? 2, 4, 6. Hands up, all of the woman. Hands up, all of the man. Hands up, fill up this country. Hands up, I see your flag. Baby, walk out like a babe. Shine, walk out like a babe. Shine, walk out like a babe. Anywhere we go, you know we survive. Yeah. We have the tendency to bring the party to life. Right there all night, no feather or lime. We bring the vibe. Yeah. And you know, anytime they see the blue and yellow and black, it's a different
to you.
Testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a pet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Inda Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if you show ain't got nobody in it, sure you say nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing.
Good morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're in the showroom of Inchcape Barbados right here in Warrens. You just took a look outside. You see how traffic is flowing nicely so far, but it will change. I guarantee you it will change. But you also got a snapshot of that wonderful Suzuki Across, one that you get a chance to win once you stay with us at the CBC this crop over season. And speaking of crop over, he took the time to stop over for crop over. We're talking about the big man I introduced you to earlier, Mikey Mercer. Mikey, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Are you all right? You catch your breath yet?
Yeah, boy.
Well, that's a big song, Like a Beijing.
Yeah, man. Lovely. You love him again for it.
Yeah.
It's amazing so far, man.
But as I was watching and thinking and listening and all of those kinds of things, I kept remembering the Grass Skirt Posse for a minute.
Of course.
I'll tell you that for a reason, because you guys started it and suddenly it's become a part of this sochotologist activity right across the region. How does that feel?
Man, it's a great feeling because walking out is one of those things that it's inherently Bajan.
Yes.
The body can't walk out like a Bajan. People just whine, people just jump down on and say, but walking up, Bajan. And you know the Grass Skirt Posse,
Of course.
we do our thing.
Of course. I know everybody wants to be a Grass Skirt
tell
Posse
ya.
member. Indeed.
I tell ya.
You say it like a Trini. And you are so right. You are so right. Simply because it's captivating and it's interesting. It's part of our culture as well.
For sure.
And so you wanted to capture, I suppose, in Like a Bajan,
Yes.
our culture.
Correct.
So that when we listen to this song, wherever we are and whenever we do, we get the culture of Barbados. Was
Yes,
that the plan?
not only that, we get the pride of Barbados as well, right? The representation. I think we have one of the most beautiful flags in the world.
Yeah.
You understand? And when you see that flag blowing in the wind, there's a sense of pride that comes with it. And I just wanted that song to encourage Bajans again to represent. You know, come out, represent wherever to go. Have a flag in the car. You understand? Show people and be proud that you from the 246.
Yeah.
Right? Show them that pride, because a lot of people always think, Bajans ain't that proud. I disagree. These are real proud people, you know. We don't let you get mad shame. So let me own it.
So when you travel and you see the response, not just to the flag, but to the sound of Barbados, how does it make you feel?
It can be overwhelming at times, I can be honest. Especially in the places that don't speak English, right? When the music is, because music is our international language, you understand? And when that music hits and people just loving it and absorbing it and feeling it, is a fantastic feeling. And being able to share part of my Barbados with the rest of the world is truly an honor.
Wow. So, crop over, 2026, here we are. And you know, without a doubt, for sure, we know that Mikey will give something that all of us want. And I deliberately phrase it that way because it's all how you are able to tap in to the spirit of crop over and the spirit of every Bajan who loves soca as well. What's your process generally like?
I party. I go to parties and take in everything, right? Like I was at a party last night, right? And I'm actually currently writing for next year. Already, I literally write off of experience. So I try to be in the event. I go by the bar, listen to people talking, listen to what they're saying. I look at how they respond, and I try to access that feeling, and just put it into words and into action.
Yeah. Is that like a trial and fail effort?
For sure.
Because you never know.
You never know.
But you seem always confident that you know this one will definitely be won. And even if it's in its performance, in recording alone, we could tell you meant for this to connect immediately.
Yeah.
How do you center yourself well enough in that recording booth so that you know you can deliver in a way that once it's played again and again and again, people get it?
The first thing, I try to make it has to mean something to me. It has to be personal. That message has to be personal that feeling has to be personal. If when I'm recording, I ain't feeling it, I stop and I go and change different little elements. And we have to get that feeling. And when I'm recording, it's a performance. I don't stand up and record. I mean, jump up and record and that sort of stuff. So the people can feel the energy coming off of the track. And that's one of the first things people always said about this track, is the energy coming off of the song, right? So that's, I guess that's it. I just try to channel my inner grass skirt.
It's always there.
Yeah, man.
So out it pops every time.
Correct.
But you know, there's a competition called Soca Monarch. Party Monarch.
Yes, please.
Which is back again this year.
Yeah, man.
This sounds like it's one of those songs that will definitely get there.
I'm hoping so.
I'm hoping so too. But knowing that, have you already crafted in your mind your choreography, the presentation, and the like?
We have an idea. me and my team, we hash out some ideas. You know, in case we do get there.
No, when you get there. I'm prophesying it.
And God willing, and we do get there, what I could tell you, you're in for a fantastic show.
Whoa.
Trust
it's a
me.
show.
It's a show.
It's a show.
As for the lyrics.
Yes.
So now it's we time.
Yeah.
We time to shine. Let me put on a show.
Let me put on the show.
Because we
and
from
so,
Barbados.
The sound that you also give, I've noticed leaps in improvement in your sound. Let's talk about the people behind the scene who've worked with you to bring this sound alive.
With this track in particularly, Sir Fingers. He's Dominican born. He spends a lot of time in Barbados, right?
Yes.
So, and he's currently based overseas right now. But we have a chemistry. We actually work over voice notes, right? And when I tell him, I actually record some video of Dwight, one of our drummer, Dwight Callender. Dwight, you hear me last name. And I said, this is the groove that you want, especially in the walk out like a Bajan part, right? And he was able to capture it quite easily. And then the music to evoke that emotion, and you know, you know, because that's a bit, you know, that means, you know, that's a Bajan thing. So it was honestly, it was a lot. It really was a lot of trial and error within it. Yeah. But we were working on this song since last year.
Whoa.
Right? Because it came about from Carrie Festa. When at Carrie Festa, one of the artists asked for, you know, everybody represent and show your flag. And out of the 5,000 people were there, and only 2 Bajan flags went up.
Whoa.
Right? So I kind of felt a bit.
Yes.
But so this song, I want to encourage people to know to go where you go, represent, have your flag, wear your colors, and represent and show that you're proud. And that coincides with the color of Bajan for reunion.
Fantastic. Listen, since you've started, you've never stopped. Every crop over you have been there consistently, one can say. I can't think of a year when you weren't. You didn't put on music. What drives you every year to say, you know, I'll get up and do this? Because there's some who say, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
You choose to
well, they had times that, you know, that crossed my mind, but it's the smiles and the people that call and say, or message and say, thank you. Right? This song put a smile on my face. This song changed my mood. Is the effect of the music and the impact of the music that that really drives me. Yeah. Right? To touch people in a positive manner, that's a real big thing for me. I think that's one of the reasons I've been here. People always tell me about my smile. And I think I was put here to help people to smile, even in the toughest times.
I like that. You live your purpose.
Correct.
And I'm thankful for that, indeed. I smile because as I was watching you perform again just now, I said, this man doesn't stop smiling. And sometimes you touch there, you just have a perpetual smile, which brings warmth and joy to everyone else around you as well. But Like a Bajan is one song. How many songs have you released this year?
4. Real Fetters, that's the one that I have entered into the Sweet Soca. I have another one called Godong, which is what I like to call sophisticated bashment. And then a collaboration with Salt called Rock, Paper, Scissors. That's a fun song. Yeah, I intend to enjoy this crop over.
To have a really good time. What is crop over generally? I mean, you step outside of yourself as the artist and the performer and the member who's a part of a grass skirt posse and blah. For just a moment, and look at crop over. What do you see?
I see life. I see energy. I see love. I see culture. And I see Barbados in its entirety, not only the fets, but, you know, able to come up with the arts, the visual arts, the culinary arts, everything in one big cahobla pot that you would have, right? And it always brings a level of excitement. You tend to see people that you don't see for the rest of the year. during crop over and Christmas.
Yeah,
right.
right.
So that was one of those times. And then a lot of friends that overseas would come back. And it's like one big reunion.
Yeah.
So
I'm coming to that. Trust me, I'm coming to that. But since you've taken me there, let's talk about reunion. That's coming up as well.
Yes,
because that is another one of those ventures that you believe in.
Yeah.
And that people also look forward to.
Yes.
So when is it, and what can we expect this year?
July 24th, 2026, Carrie Festa House. It is going to be, again, the concept is the color of Beijing. 100% international Barbadian acts.
Ah, nice.
This is our 5th year, so when I know you're going to overdo it. People have been telling me from the jump, ain't going to work. Bajans ain't want going to see Bajans. And year after year, we proved them wrong. Right? So you could come we have a lot of surprises, some real interesting ones. We can have the heavy hitters from the season. We can bring back some people that you haven't seen in a very long time. And we're just going to give you one big show. And it's all to raise funds for the Team Mikey charity.
Because you have a heart again, the heart for people.
Yes,
and so, how is the charity going generally? How have people been responsive once about? What changes have you seen over time to people's lives?
The impact has been amazing. We're not a big charity, but we do what we can, and we realize that every little bit helps, right? And actually, recently, I would have encountered one of the children who would have had one of the early charities, early scholarships, and he's now going into university.
Nice.
And his mom said, if it wasn't for you, if you didn't help us with that scholarship, I don't know if we would be here. So, right? So all those things make it truly worth it for me. It's a lot of work though.
Yeah, I know.
And it could be heavy.
I can imagine.
Because there are a lot of people, a lot of Bajans, they're struggling, right? All of we struggling in our own way. But being able to help someone in any way, you understand? Again, is that late. That
I get you. Don't cry on me.
Yeah.
it's those stories that fuel your energy to keep going, indeed. And so you were some juniors as well?
For sure. I actually worked with the first place winner and third place winner last year, Showman and Nayara. We actually finished Nayara's song for this year.
Yes.
It's releasing this morning. I'm working with Leilani as well and Showman again. So I put in a lot of energy into the juniors to help guide and encourage them in coming up in the soca music.
You're such a stalwart now in such a short space of time. No, I don't mean to say you're old, but because we tend to think stalwart means you're so old. No, in the sense that your development, your contribution stands tall and is recognized, and for that reason, I refer to you as a stalwart.
Thank you.
There's the other song, Real Fetters, which are like bad,
Yeah.
sweet soca. Yeah, you too, right?
Bye. I saw what you did there. Bad.
Exactly. And so let's talk a little bit about that now. Tell me about that.
That was actually written off of the reunion, right? Because last year, the reunion, we encountered nothing short of a monsoon, right? Rain poured at one point in time and nobody left. Wow. People took out the umbrellas, some people threw in the umbrellas and that's part in the rain. Yes. So that would reminisce for me of like 10 to 10 and Wet Fat and those sort of stuff, right? And that just clicked with that song. I said, boy, these are the real MVPs, these are the real fetters here.
Yes.
And that song was born from that.
Listen, the music of that is so sweet.
Yeah, big at Real Deal. Scott Galt on production.
You know
yeah,
Scott works
yeah,
magic
man.
all the time. So and again, talk to me about some of the people behind that as well, because I think they also need their flowers.
Yeah, man. We have there's so much people. We got Neblet on bass. We got Jomo. We got the brass. I appreciate you here, boy.
You're welcome.
We got Candace Ali on background vocals. We got Kevin Lynch on trumpet. Is the guitar? We got Raj Pan, Terry Arthur. It was energy all the way through, right? And I love my live elements as well. So, but the feeling that it gave to me is like a ode to the party goer, because when we're on stage as the artists and we getting that vibe back, you understand? We can give more. Yeah. So those people that come in front and jump up. I think I can speak for all the artists when they say we love when a bad.
You use the word ode, O-D-E. Yeah. The dictionary for those of you who are curious as to what it means, a gift. O-D-E, just check it out and check. But I like your fact you're so good with language. Love it indeed. And so here we are now, Crop Over 2026. The journey has only just begun.
I'm telling you.
Mikey, and so for those who want to, apart from reunion on July the 24th at Carrie Festa House, what time does that start?
At 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock sharp, we're starting.
Sharp.
what else can we expect from you, or where else can we come see you?
Hopefully you can see me everywhere. But either you can see me on stage or you can see me in the party, because I intend to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You could also listen out for a steel pan competition that I'm doing for individuals and for groups, but significantly schools, right? For the individuals, as online, they record themselves and post it and stuff. The individuals play real fetters and the groups play like a Bajan.
Right.
Again, we celebrating the talent of Barbados. And you got some prizes and that sort of stuff, so you can listen out for that very, 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 very soon.
You heard about it here first.
First, very, very first. You understand? And I can just be enjoying myself, working with the juniors for sure. I'll definitely be at the semifinals and everything. You can look for me in the big show, all right? You could also look for me at some other little spots in Barbados. I like food.
We're looking for you. Yeah. We will find you. We will definitely, you're a big boy, so big boy, so we will find you for sure. And so here we are now. We are literally at I feel like the beginning of crop over. You know, it's warming up, it's revving up, it's getting going. There's so many activities already on the calendar that already are in motion.
Correct.
And would you wish for the 2 days for Grand Kaduma?
I would wish it, right? I sure Bajans understand what they're asking for.
Why do you say that?
Because in the rest of the islands, people tend to chip. You understand?
We don't.
Bajans walk up. You after that 1 day, Bajans be back, you know. You could imagine walking up for 2 whole days. I won't mind it, but it's going to take a toll. But
yeah, be careful what you ask for.
I'm telling you.
2 big songs are out, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you know, you hear them on our radio stations at the CBC. We are the vibe of the festival. And so you can ask for Real Fetters or you could call for Like a Bajan. And there are so many others as well.
Yes,
Mikey releases 4 songs this year and they're all good. So I encourage you to get involved in these. So Mikey, it's good that you could stop over for Crop Over, my brother.
Man, thank you for having me,
wish you
man.
well.
Thank you. And all these songs have visualizers, music videos, and all such.
We were just sharing them with everybody.
Yeah, man. And I want to wish everybody a safe and enjoyable Crop Over. And I know I'll be seeing you around.
Of course.
You understand? And I want to encourage people, don't stay home. I say, man, again in the vibe. Vibe does not come and knock at your door.
That's right.
Get outside, get involved in some form or fashion, and let's enjoy the festival. The world is watching us. Let's get them a show.
The world is watching us. Thank you, Mikey, as always. Big Mikey Mercer stopping by for Crop Over here on Mornin Barbados Live from Inchcape Barbados showroom in Warrens. We'll take a break here. We're coming back with more in a moment.
All the real soca lovers, come in, let me jump, step up, step up, jump, step up, step up, jump, step up, step up, go, come on. All of you love to jump up and down like your man, yeah. I love when I'm bad, yeah. 'Cause you here to jump up and get on bad. Come on, I want you to put something up in the air. Show me if you is
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a lion. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real Andy.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Oh, Mornin Barbados is definitely in the festival, so much so that we found a man who is doing more in his kitchen than you could well imagine. He actually recently took a trip and he came back and he met some interesting people on arrival here in Barbados. It's Chef Adrian. Let's take a look at a recent performance from him.
Crop over time, a beautiful time in Barbados.
Wait. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What
Customs,
happened?
do you have anything to declare?
No, sir. I just come for crop over. I
You
got nothing
come
to
for
declare.
Come,
Nothing
let-
to declare,
let-
sir.
let me see you back.
Please,
Come,
nothing.
come,
Oh,
come.
Jesus. You want to search your backpack too?
Everything. I don't. Nah, boy. Nuh-uh.
Crop over, boy. Good morning, Barbados. I have a rummy rhyme for you. And my song is called Barbados, which means bring a rum, bring a drink, or a shot. Crop over time in Barbados. One links. Bigger yourself, one links. I hear the table, Miss Sweet Island, Barbados. All those who love Barbados, I'm prouder than me to be a Bajan. Raise your coffee cup in the sky. Bring a rum, bring a drink, or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink, or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink, or shot. Barbados. Bring a rum, bring a drink, or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink, or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink, or shot. Barbados. If you want to dance to the soca or wine and bend over, or jam lay harder, turn over, left over. Join your team in Sweet Barbados, forget about the railroads. Call the session in motion, St. Nicholas commotion. When you're coming through the sky, customers be wise. Have the rum disguise, tell a couple lies. I'm bringing the rum, I'm bringing the rum, I'm bringing the rum. Wake up Barbados! Bring the rum. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Barbados. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Barbados. You can meet me up in oysters, flying fish and mahi grilling. Bring a rum, we ain't done. Then we go down John Moore, breeze and drink some more. Bring it on, bring the rum. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Barbados. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Barbados. If you want to dance to the soca or wine and bend over, or jam lay harder, turn over, left over. Join your team in Sweet Barbados. Forget about the railroads. Call the session in motion. St. Nicholas commotion. When you coming through the sky, customers be wise. Have the rum disguise, tell a couple lies. I'm bringing the rum, I'm bringing the rum, I'm bringing the rum. Just bring the rum. Bring a rum, bring a drink or shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Barbados. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Barbados. Sir, I come to parties in beautiful Barbados.
Gonna visit the cave, Rihanna House, Boxers Road, the Gap, all these things.
If you believe in Barbados,
Remember when they come in?
here we tell them, we got rum, enough rum, plenty rum. Get them. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot.
Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot. Bring a rum, beer, drink a shot.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop over legends in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're live pretty much near to the roundabout here at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens. Traffic is flowing, so for those of you making your way through this usually busy intersection, now is a good time for you to hit the road and get on in and through very, very soon indeed. But outside is beautiful today. Welcome to a wonderful Wednesday as we come to you live from the showroom, sharing with you this vehicle. We talked to you at the beginning of the week about what this Across represents for us at the CBC in the partnership with Inchcape Barbados and the opportunity for you to win it, to drive it. And many of them come in varying colors indeed, and they have several here at Inchcape Barbados. Doors fling open here at from 7:30 till 4:30 today, and so you have an opportunity to come browse the showroom, browse the lot, test drive, and arrange your financing to own one of these Across, Suzuki Across. It's GLX, the X meaning extra, which they give to all of you indeed for this crop over season, a chance for you to win. But joining me this morning, joining our team at the CBC, this time to learn from what we do indeed, is Amari Watson. Amari, good morning to you.
Morning, morning.
Welcome. First time around, huh? On TV.
Yes, please.
Is your mother watching?
I would hope so.
I hope that eventually you get a copy of this so you can share it with your family as well.
Yes.
What does it mean to you to be roped in now to the team CBC?
I mean, it's something I've always been interested in from the time I was a little boy. So obviously I always wondered what goes into the production, behind the scenes, and all that different stuff. So it's very good that I get this opportunity to explore and be able to make a decision on what I want to do with my career.
You're at the Barbados Community College doing the Mass Comm degree program, right?
Yes, please. I just
What's
finished.
involved generally in that study?
Well, obviously we have journalism, we have editing. So like if you're interested in filmmaking and those different stuff, you can go into that. Also, we have public relations. We have a career in marketing also too. So it's a wide variety of careers that you can go into. Have you chosen one, or are you doing all? Right now, my mind is open to anything right now. So I'm just trying to feel out and see what I really like and what I'm good at, so I can make that decision when the time comes.
I came across you yesterday in the lobby of the CBC. As you walked in the doors of the CBC yesterday, what did it mean to walk into what is now an institution well past 60 years contributing to the Barbados landscape? What did that mean to you?
I mean, it meant a lot to me because I never thought that it would come to that point that I would be in that setting. So obviously when I walked in, it was like, whoa, this is bigger than I actually thought.
Yes.
So when I saw the different rooms and stuff and I meet the new people, I was like, I'm starting to like this a lot. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity.
You saw faces that you saw on television. You heard voices that you would have heard on radio. And were you starstruck, or were you, shy?
I mean, I acted shy at first, but everybody was telling me, don't be shy. Everyone here is just like anyone else. So be yourself, be open to new experiences, and just connect.
You came from a very hallowed halls of Coleridge and Parry School, Ashton Hall, St. Peter. Yes, you all know where you start on that. That's our school. And so while at school, was mass comm or anything to do with journalism or broadcasting in general, was that a part of your thought pattern?
To be honest,
no.
My thought pattern was just to pass my CSCs. So I wasn't really thinking about that. So obviously, when I got to Barbados Community College, I did a 1-year course in pre-engineering so I can get a feel of the college setting. And then obviously time came for me to choose what I really want to do. So obviously I'm into filmmaking, so I saw mass communication there. I was like, what's this? So when I looked at the different type of career paths you can get in it, that really intrigued me to go and apply. And then obviously when I got there, it was like journalism first semester, and then obviously video editing, marketing, and those different subjects came along. So I really enjoyed it.
What do you think is a story for young people about what you've experienced so far? Do you have a story to tell?
I would say a story for young people is obviously, as we were talking about before, is when students don't know what they want to be at. It's a very hard process to choose what you want to be in life. So obviously you're bouncing around, you're hearing different things from people, everyone trying to get in here, do this, do that. But obviously you have to do something for yourself that you really enjoy, because you don't want to go to work in a job that you don't enjoy. It's draining.
It is.
So you have to make that decision, take your time and do it. Don't let anyone rush you, and just be yourself.
The voice of the youth indeed. And so electronic media is very demanding. I caution you now. It consumes your time, your passion, your energy, your creativity, all of that. You can't sleep at times. And so yesterday was your first day on the job. And what kind of dreams did you have after you got home about your day at the CBC and the excitement about the next day?
Well, obviously, I met the production crew, and obviously, I started to freak out, honestly, because I saw the different lights on different cameras, and I was like, I can't believe I'm here.
Yes.
So obviously, I was thinking about, man, if I can get the experience from these guys and then practice on my own, I will be able to do my own thing also, or even go and do something for somebody. So it's just the different business opportunities that I can have with this opportunity.
Right. So here you are now, a part of this broadcast, which is different from a studio recording. This is in the live, the raw, the experience here as well. You got here very early this morning as well. What did you see about the setup and the preparation for this broadcast?
Honestly, I didn't think it would be this big. But when I came in, I saw when I was walking, coming around, I saw all of the wires and the cameras and stuff, and I was like,
things that nobody sees.
And then obviously when I got inside, I got to put on the mics and listening to what all the production crew is saying, the different calls they're making to make sure everything goes smoothly. Obviously, I saw the guy working the panel to make sure the switches go smoothly.
Yeah.
It's very surreal.
It's a lot of work, but a lot of people who are really good at what they do do this every single day. And I think sometimes we don't remember them, and I think it's unfortunate. That's why every morning I tend to say to thanks to my little crew, to include them into what we do all the time. But this crew is a little bigger today, given the vastness of what we're doing this morning. But generally, you can work with little and make much. If you had to choose in your career in broadcast, one to focus on, whether it is in filmmaking, in production, in working on air, what is it do you think draws your passion at the moment?
I would say filmmaking draws my passion. Obviously, I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. I don't think I would like to be one of the first to actually have a proper movie, and produce a proper movie. Because everyone is saying, oh, Barbados doesn't have a film industry and stuff like that, but we do actually. Obviously, with mass communication, they put us in those situations to meet those people, and they spoke with us and tell us, you just have to start, be confident in what you're doing, and make the right decisions.
Well, you've made a good start. You're confident in what you're doing. Your next step will probably be at the Barbados Center for Creative Imagination at the UE as well. That's another option to explore as well once you finish your BCC degree.
Yes.
But we wish you well, Amari. Good to meet you indeed. And welcome to Team CBC.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bolna. First morning on the job, and he's already on camera. Indeed, your mummy is going to be so proud of you. Who was your last principal at CP, by the way?
My last principal was Sandra Goodrich.
Yeah, she's now at Springer Memorial School.
Yes,
great lady indeed. So Sandra, he's with us this morning, and he's with us for over the summer season indeed. So what we'll do right here is take a break. Have you checked this car out?
No, I haven't actually.
Listen, before the morning is done, walk through, look inside, and then you come back and tell me what you've seen and experienced. Fair? That's a deal. Omari will be our tester this morning of the brand new Across at HK Barbados. And he'll give us his report in just a little while. We break here on Morning Barbados. Back with more in a moment.
All eyes on you. So many girls in the world. So many girls in the world. But when it comes to you, you are the main character. It's giving main character. So many girls in the world. But when it comes to you, you are the main character. It's giving main character. When you back it up, juice to the show, cause your body know. Anywhere you go, get you mash it up. Caribbean gang get 10 out of 10. Anyway, them go on my line up. Top tier, body of a goddess, all eyes on you. When you're dropping low, all eyes on you. You take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, so many girls in the world, but when it comes to you, you are the main character. It's giving main character. So many girls in the world, but when it comes to you, you are the main character. It's giving main character. Pretty girl with a nice shape. You cause a scene when you gyrate. Push it right back, bring it my rate. Big bumper girl, them physically pick cars and the rhythm go on and migrate. Top tier, body of a goddess, all eyes on you. When you're dropping low, all eyes on you. You take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, take it, tack it, drop it, load up. For me, so many girls in the world, but when it comes to you, you are the main character. It's giving main character. So many girls in the world, but when it comes to you, you are the main character. It's giving main character. So many girls in the world, but when it comes to you, you are the main character. So many girls in the world, but when it comes to you, you are the main character.
Can't read me on paper. Sometimes I feel like a stranger. Don't know myself. Promise to be greater. I know it's better than later. So I'm going for everything I want. It's new energy. Have no time for waste, man. Move that away. No with them bad vibes. Bye bye. New energy. Have no time for waste, man. Move that away. No with them bad vibes. Bye. No with them bad vibes. Bye. No with them bad vibes. Bye bye. No with them bad them bad vibes, bye. Now with them bad vibes, bye bye. Now with them bad vibes, bye. Now with them bad vibes, bye bye. Now with them bad vibes, bye. Now with them bad vibes, bye. Hang up or hang over, hang over. I keep on hearing this ringing, but I can't seem to call the ID. I say I done with the drinking, but I don't think that she done with me. So I decline. Every call that come to my phone, I try to deny, but I cannot leave her alone. So when I hear the ringing, then I know it must be the alcoholic calling me anonymously. So when I hear the ringing, then I know it must be the alcoholic calling me anonymously. Cause I only drink till I'm drunk, I only sip till I fall. I always say that I done, and then I answer the call. Cause I only drink till I'm drunk, only sip till I fall. I always say that I done, and then I answer the call. Cause I like plenty girl and plenty drinking, through the night till early morning. It's your fault I'm misbehaving, please leave me alone. I can't see from the percentage, so I can't read what the text is. I can't speak, so leave a message after the dial tone. If loving you is wrong, then I don't want to be sober. Be sober. Cause you leave no choice. Hang up or hang over. Hang over. So when I hear the ringing, then I know it must be the alcoholic calling me anonymously. So when I hear the ringing, then I know it must be the alcoholic calling me anonymously. Cause I only drink till I'm drunk, I only sip till I fall. I always say that I done, and then I answer the call. Cause I only drink till I'm drunk, only sip till I fall. I always say that I done, and then I answer the call.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's time to talk festival on the stage. Barbados, get ready for the energy, the culture, and the excitement as Festival Stage with Admiral Nelson comes alive from June 2026. Join us live on TV8 every Wednesday night from 8:03 p.m. as we celebrate the very best of the festival season with performances, entertainment, special guests, and unforgettable moments. Powered by the National Cultural Foundation, this is your front row seat to the heartbeat of Cropover. So gather the family, turn up the volume, and stay locked to TV8. Festival Stage with the Admiral Nelson. We are Cropover.
Barbados, the reunion 2026, the color of bacon is coming. Friday, July 24th, come out in your blue, yellow, and black and represent with 100% international Bajan artists. Carafesta House will be transformed to Waistline Central so you can... General tickets $100 from Rubis Wildy and Sunset Crest. Fitters 6 Roads, CS Pharmacy, Saul Warrens, or online at ticketlinks.com. Remember, no heels allowed.
Play in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Cropover and Summer Vibe.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, Email us at morninbarbados@cbc.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Live from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados in Warrens, it's time for the news. Barbados is set to begin drilling for billions of barrels of oil and natural gas, possibly by next year. Minister of Energy and Business, Senior Minister Kerry Simmons, announced the groundbreaking oil exploration initiative and touted to inject billions of dollars in direct revenue into the country's economy while enhancing national energy security. The development also has the potential to reduce the quantity of oil and natural gas Barbados imports. He spoke about the major initiative during the launch of the 2026 offshore direct negotiations for licensing of 19 blocks off Barbados coast for the exploration of hydrocarbons. Here's a report now from Anesta Henry.
Hidden in Barbados's massive marine space are billions of dollars worth of oil and natural gas, potentially a game changer for the economy. Through the launch of the Barbados 2026 offshore direct negotiations, the island is seeking to exploit those resources. It intends to license up to 19 available blocks across highly prospective areas of our shelf and ultra-deep water acreage. Acting Prime Minister Simmons says the pre-qualification process commenced June 1st and will be governed by the Offshore Petroleum Act Cap 282A as amended.
We have done seismic surveys, two-dimensional seismic surveys and three-dimensional seismic surveys. And they would suggest to us that we have the potential of having perhaps as many as 13 or more billion barrels of potential oil, and then 40 plus trillion meters of cubic feet, of natural gas.
When asked how much money in oil and natural gas is within these 19 blocks, the acting Prime Minister responded in this way.
It's based on global oil prices, but certainly it would run into billions of dollars. There's no question about that. And obviously the more protracted events, such as the war, that is the crisis now in the Gulf, or the war with the Ukraine and so on, the more the world has these types of difficulties, then the greater the value of oil and gas.
He says Barbados welcomes engagement with experienced and responsible energy companies that are committed to technical excellence, environmental stewardship, and regulatory transparency.
So we want to have companies that are partnering with us that have proven over their recent work that they are in the oil and gas sector, yes, but they are also methane managers, that they are effectively good stewards of the environment, that they are conscious of the climate challenges, and that their capacity is such that they can be aligned to what Barbados' objectives are more holistically.
On average, Barbados pays approximately $400 million to import fossil fuels. That figure climbed to $1.2 billion within the first 2 years of the Russia-Ukraine war.
If we are able to find natural gas, we are able then to use that gas as a bridging fuel, which will enable for us to be able to look after our own natural gas resources, our own natural gas demands, without having to pay the heavy price of importing it. And our primary interest really is in natural gas. Equally, for those who have a concern about oil, we are aware that for perhaps the foreseeable next 30 years at least, the rest of the world, well into the 2050s, is continuing to expect that they will be reliant to some extent on oil.
The Barbados National Energy Company Limited, which has no experience in offshore oil and gas production, is also set to benefit from the negotiations.
It makes perfect sense for the National Energy Company now to be in a position, let us say 10, 15 years down the road, to be doing in one of the blocks which we have offshore, those things that we must now ask Shell or Exxon or whoever else to come into the country in order to do.
Director of Natural Resources in the Ministry of Energy, Jamar White, says the legal, technical, safety, and environment capacities, health, financial, and standards of offshore drilling companies will be heavily scrutinized.
Those criteria will help to basically address and assess any concerns that we would have and ensure that only the best, most qualified and companies with top-tier records are able to advance to the negotiation stage.
Companies around the world have until September 1st to submit their pre-qualification documents. And by early next year, Barbadians should know which companies have been chosen to start exploration offshore Barbados. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Well, in a matter of days, Barbados' National Instant Transaction System, BIMPE, will go live. The central bank initiative will allow individuals and businesses to send and receive payments instantly, anytime, anywhere. Yesterday, the bank held a sensitization session for staff ahead of the June 12th launch. Here's another report from Anesta Henry.
Staff at the Central Bank of Barbados getting a detailed demonstration of BIMPE, the National Instant Payment System. Through a sensitization session, they see how it works and hear all about the opportunities it will offer. Central Bank Governor Dr. the Most Honorable Kevin Greenidge tells them BIMPE is about making payments faster, easier, safer and accessible to all, including businesses, banks and communities across the island.
We want to make sure that every Barbadian, whether they got a bank account or not, what we call the bank or the on-bank, every vendor, every small business owner, everyone has access to a digital payment system.
Governor Greenidge also explains that BIMPE, well built and operated through the central bank, works through financial institutions.
When you download the app wallet, maybe what is part of the highway, but it's just part, you download the wallet and you activate the wallet. If you're with a bank, say you're with CBC or some bank, or you go directly to them, and they have by law, well, by direct and by law, they can't tell you no. They must connect your account to the app within 0 seconds, instantly, right? Because they already, it makes sense, they already know the customer, they know you, and so they don't do diligence or that. Once they recognize that you is you, it's like your wallet is ready to act, and you can off the erases and use the wallet.
The governor wants all of his staff to be BIMPE ambassadors.
I also have made a promise to the staff that in everything we do, you must know what's going on. Because whether you, whatever level you are, from gardener to me, whatever level you are, once you go outside, you are a central banker. And people expect you to know what's going on.
And he is confident the central bank has done all that is possible to inform and educate Barbadians about BIMPE.
Our comms teams have done a phenomenal job making sure that BIMPE is inescapable on the radio, on television, on newspapers, social media. Perhaps I think BIMPE is the largest advertised concept that we know right now in the region.
Money transfers through the National Instant Payment System are expected to be executed in under 10 seconds. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
A new phase of the El Niño weather system is on our doorsteps, boosting temperatures on a planet already under strain from climate change. The World Meteorological Organization says El Niño is very likely to officially begin within the next few months, driving more extreme weather around the globe. Several forecasts from national weather agencies suggest that El Niño could end up one of the strongest ever recorded, nicknamed by some of them as a possible super or even Godzilla phenomenon. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has issued an urgent climate warning.
The science is clear. El Niño is arriving on our doorstep in the coming months with 90% certainty. The world must treat it as the urgent climate warning it is. El Niño conditions will pour fuel on the fire of a warming world. Impacts will hit even harder, travel even further, and cross borders with devastating speed. The only effective response is climate action equal to the crisis, ending the addiction to fossil fuels, accelerating the shift to renewables, protecting the most vulnerable, and delivering early warning systems for all.
To sports now, the highly anticipated one-day international series between the West Indies and Sri Lanka bowls off today with the opening encounter set for Sabina Park. Both teams head into the series with mixed results in their recent ODI campaigns. West Indies captain Shea Hope spoke ahead of the opening clash.
Whenever you want to play a series against a strong side, you want to be victorious. So the key is to stay we're playing the best that we can and try to get as many wins as we possibly can. We understand the importance of that March deadline in 2027. So play good cricket and let's hopefully hope that the results take care of itself in the back end. It's been pretty well. The guys have been preparing the last few days in Antigua in preparation for this particular series. I must say the preparation has been very fruitful. I think the guys are very clear of their roles and what they need to do next coming days. So it's just about executing now. The key is just to win. We're here on home soil. We've been playing really good ODI cricket here on home soil. Just to continue in that vein, like I said, the preparation going pretty nicely. So execution is the main thing for the day. And hopefully we can get a good start tomorrow and get the ball rolling.
Well, play set to start at 10:30 this morning, Barbados time. We're taking a break here. We're coming back with even more live from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 14 after 7 right here in the showroom of Inchcape Barbados, because right behind me that red car is what's up for grabs this crop over season with the CBC. Of course, you get a chance to spot, connect and win, and we encourage you to keep watching, keep listening, keep following our social media as well for that opportunity to drive the brand new Suzuki GLX Across vehicle in the showroom. By the way, the showroom opens at 7:30 this morning. That's in another 15 minutes. And so you have an opportunity to begin to do business very early with Inchcape Barbados in just a little while. But let's turn our attention on to a very serious subject as it relates to the screening of newborns. And you may ask yourself, but why do I have to go through all of this? I just want to go home and take care of my baby. If I need you, I'll come back to you. I know that's what you think sometimes, don't you? Well, joining us as we take a look at that is the world's best pediatrician and neonatologist is my good friend, Dr. Gillian Birchwood. And she's brought along with her a consultant neonatologist in Dr. Tanisha Austin. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
I hope you're not tired of me saying that every time.
You could say it all day.
Indeed. Let's talk about why we do screening and why newborns ought to be screened. What's the benefit to be derived therefrom?
So newborn screening is a standard of care in the most advanced countries with the most advanced healthcare. And the reason why it is so important is that with newborn screening, you have the chance to detect conditions early on that can cause permanent, irreversible damage in babies later on. It gives you the opportunity to start treatment before symptoms develop, and it can change the entire life course for that child. So newborn screening is incredibly important to protect the health of our children, and we are very excited that we are able to do this fully now at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
But how do you know? I haven't yet coughed. I haven't even expressed a bump on my body. How would you know that I do have a concern that we need to look at medically?
So there are different screens that are done. One is screening for hearing, and you really can't tell how well a baby can hear. Maybe a baby might jump for a very loud noise, but that does not tell you if that child can hear conversation level speech or a whisper, and that can affect how well that child is going to talk. So we're able to test very early on through special devices that will tell you whether the pathway for hearing is intact. We also test for certain types of heart conditions. You can't look at a baby and know if something is wrong with their heart very often. And so we check the oxygen levels to see if there's anything subtle that will allow us to pick up quite quickly that we need to pay more attention to this baby, do more testing, and intervene early before the signs develop. And in addition to that, we check for jaundice levels, which is yellowing of the skin. And finally, what we are introducing now is dried blood spot screening, where there's a little prick on baby's heel, and we are able to collect blood spots and send those off for screening at a lab in Canada, where they do very specialized tests, and they look for a range of about 40 conditions. And these conditions, for example, sickle cell disease or congenital hypothyroidism, which if they're not detected early, can cause major problems for baby. They're able to detect with these highly technological tests, and the information is sent back to us, and then we are able to tell the parents, listen, your baby has not shown signs or symptoms yet, which is fantastic, and now we can actually start treating your baby before they develop signs and symptoms.
Is this done for every single birth?
Every single birth at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, it is offered to the parents. Mm-hmm. We can't force anyone.
I was just going to ask that
But
question.
I can't imagine which parent would not want to know if their child has something that we can prevent major complications from, and they don't have to pay $1 for it.
Unless they're hiding something themselves. And so it's offered to the home births. There's some situations, and you specifically said that at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
Yes.
There are other birthing centers on the island as well, and people do have home births still.
Yes.
What happens in situations like that?
So this is a pilot project which is being done in Barbados. This is the first time in the region that it is being done in this way. Barbados is definitely a regional leader in newborn healthcare, and nowhere else in the Caribbean is this being offered yet. So this is a project that was supported through the kindness of a grant from the Shaw Center for Pediatric Excellence. And so they have provided the funding for us to be able to do this. And in turn, we are going to work on transitioning and building local capacity to continue this. So at the moment, it is a pilot project which is being conducted through the Queen Elizabeth Hospital with the eventual goal of making it national and nationwide.
Okay. Babies, Dr. Austin, born differently. There are some who are naturally born and they will present with little to nothing. And there are others who are born with special needs. Immediately you know that you have that situation to attend. This is where you come in now as a pediatrician as well. Talk to me about how you then go about testing, because they're not your quote-unquote normal birth.
That's a very, very real scenario that we face, Pearson. And, we're in the business of treating every patient the same. So, even though a parent or a child might have a different outward appearance, we still would go through the same screening process for every newborn who comes to QEH. Yes, it may mean that our approach may need to be a bit different, in the context that there may be other things affecting this family, but it is still important that we know, if this particular child is at higher risk of certain conditions, even because of what they're facing already. So I think that would be even more important for us to know at that point in time. So definitely newborn screening is something that we offer to all families, And as we mentioned before, the jaundice screening, the oxygen level testing, as well as the metabolic testing would be even more important for those types of patients.
It's a pilot phase we're in, but no doubt so far you've seen some results. You've seen some trends. You're picking up some things. What are you seeing?
Definitely. So it is early days in terms of the testing has only recently started, but this is something that we've actually been doing for quite a few years. And in the past, parents have actually had to, be the ones to fund this type of testing. So it's even more, significant that we're able to offer this to all families. In terms of the types of conditions that we're seeing, we do know that we have within our population certain blood disorders, so things like sickle cell anemia or sickle cell disease. We know it's prevalent within our population, and those are some of the early results that we're experiencing right now. We do have certain other hormonal conditions or endocrine conditions like hypothyroidism that we may also be able to detect. But as you mentioned, it is still quite early. And, I just wanted to make it known that for the vast majority of patients, the vast majority of babies, they will have a normal result. They will have a negative result. So we don't want to be, in the business of fear-mongering, so to speak, but it is important for us to know if there's that possibility. But most babies will have a negative result.
And so, Dr. Bertram, knowing the possibility empowers more so than scares you, because now you know that you have a team of medical practitioners at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital who are going to step in.
Yes.
And I know this is something that you've been doing for so many years in ICU, that you step in immediately for the sake of the child and the child's longevity. Because we don't want to lose any child.
Not a single child.
So let's talk a little bit about the process. Having seen the results from the screening, what happens next? That might cause some concern. What happens next?
That's an absolutely crucial question. If a baby has a positive screen, it does not guarantee that the baby has a particular condition. It is a screening test. What happens next is that we are alerted that there's a positive test. The child will then come in for repeat testing, repeat screening to confirm whether or not that child does indeed have a particular condition. And that gives us and the family the ability to intervene and to do something about that condition before the child develops symptoms. And so if there's a positive screen, repeat confirmatory testing is done. And once there is confirmatory testing, through our resources at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and through our medical team, we are going to be able to counsel the parents, empower them with knowledge about what this means for their child. They are part of the healthcare team for their child. They are the most important part of the healthcare team for their child. And then we are able to either start treatment or prepare for symptoms that we know are likely to develop in a certain time frame.
I know of someone, I'm not going to call their name, whose daughter has been diagnosed with sickle cell.
Yes.
And all through her life from birth till now, she is so passionate about what you guys do that she wants to herself become a nurse. So she's studying to be a nurse as well. And so that's, again, a tribute to what happens at the QE. But I keep thinking also of the premature child, the child who is so small, so tiny, who I shudder at the thought of a needle coming close to its little precious skin. How do you handle a situation like that, Dr. Austin?
Well, definitely, premature babies, they are, as you mentioned, the most vulnerable, the most precious. So even in those patients, it is important for us to know. Definitely, we tailor the management to the size of our babies. So we use the tiniest needles that we can find, to make sure that it's as painless as possible. There is going to be a little bit of discomfort, but there are things that we can do to help through that, to manage that. So I would say, the little bit of discomfort is worth it to know, if there is something that could affect your baby lifelong.
Are there generally blood tests only?
You mean for the screening?
For the screening.
No, so blood testing is one aspect of it, but also there will be a hearing screen, which is also painless, and they put a little probe. Our lovely nurses, Sherelle and Leah, will put the probes in the baby's ear, and a little sound is sent into the baby's ear, and it's supposed to bounce back out to the microphone. So that's a painless test. Jordan is screening, which is also a painless test, where a device is put on the baby's forehead or chest and gives an instant reading. And then the final test is the oxygen level, the blood oxygen level, which can pinpoint the possibility of a heart condition or a lung condition that you can't tell by just looking at baby, but the baby might develop symptoms in the ensuing days or weeks, which could be life-threatening. So we want to pick that up as early as possible after the baby's born.
and then later on you do the vision test? Or do you
Vision
do the
testing,
vision test?
we can't do the vision testing. Babies don't answer if they can see a letter or not. We try, but they don't answer.
But we can't underscore sufficiently the reason behind the baby, the new birth screening.
Yes.
I don't think we can underscore sufficiently why it's so important
Yes.
not to run from it, but to present. Within all of this, is there a way to track to ensure that every child is able to receive the screening?
Well, it depends also on parents
Parental
being willing
consent.
to. But as I said, I can't imagine a parent not wanting to know something that can help their child. But every single child who's born, our lovely nurses again, Sherelle and Leah, are really expert at going to the babies, tracking down the parents, and getting their permission and explaining what everything is about. All the parents' information is taken, and so they are so good at it. If they see a parent walking around who they don't recognize, they'll be like, your baby did not have a hearing test. Do you want your baby to have a hearing test? They will see them in the supermarket and round them up and bring them into the hospital. They're very passionate.
We don't have
They're
nooses
very
around waiting on you, but yeah, we encourage you to come to have a test. Come have a test.
Yes.
And I keep thinking again of those who have the parent, the mother in particular, or the father, well, the parents, have another kind of medical condition, whether it is by abuse of a substance or unhealthy sexual practices. Are those also screened for very early in the newborn?
I will let you answer that.
That's a great question, Pearson. So generally, when it comes to our antenatal care, our obstetric colleagues are very good at in terms of the initial screening that is done for pregnant mothers. So in terms of sexually transmitted infections, those are things that are screened for throughout the pregnancy. And if there is a risk to the baby, those are things that we're able to test for early and to be able to offer preventative treatments for. So those are definitely things that we can do. In terms of substance use and misuse, those are also things that we screen all families for when they come into us. So we tend to look at the patients in the whole. We always consider what's going on in their, personal lives, how we may be able to offer support to them. So that's definitely something that we focus on as well. While it may not be a direct part of newborn screening, it's definitely a part of our holistic care that we offer to all newborns here at the QEH.
I think we're so comfortable knowing that the QEH provides all of this comprehensive service to all of us. So we are very confident and very comfortable. And to those of you parents who are watching who think you can ride beneath the signs and ride beneath the symbol and the radar, don't do it. Don't do it. The nurses are watching as well. So early testing for a healthy life. Why is it important? We're sharing with you on the screen. It's a healthy start for your baby. That's the underscoring that we want to be. It's a really healthy start for your baby. When you know, you're empowered to do better. And empowering to do better means that you will go to the end of the earth just for your little sweet little birth. You went through the 9 months. It's behoved you now to really go the journey with them to give them the best start in life as well. So screening is absolutely critical. In terms of follow-up, so that again, you diagnose, you give me the results, I know the results, and then I escape. Again, I know there's no noose to trap and to say, hey, come back. But are you sometimes required to do, to just run you down a little bit and say, listen, you need to show up, you need to come in because there's cause for concern. That level of contact with the parent, is that happening? Built into the pilot?
Well, part of part of it is that our nurses and staff develop a relationship with the parents. And I think that a relationship goes a long way. When people understand that this is really because we care about you and we care about your child, they really do tend to show up. We have a database which was designed by this lovely lady here. And so the database contains all of the parents' information, contact information, which is up to date, addresses. So we will find you.
She said it like that again. We will find you. Dr. Birchwood, Dr. Austin, thank you so much. It's an important subject matter. I'm so glad that we had that opportunity to discuss it today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you to the Shaw Center for Pediatric Excellence and for the support of the administration at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital for this project.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Dr. Gillian Birchwood, Dr. Tanisha Austin from the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. We're looking at excellence in healthcare in Barbados, even from new births. And so we encourage you, allow your little new one to be tested because it gives you a really good start to a healthier life. And so Morning Barbados takes a break right here from the Inch Cape showroom, and we're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Morning Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morningbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, Festival Vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, Festival Vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Don't forget, we're live from Inchcape Barbados here in Warrens. The doors are already open to do business with you. Open since 7:30 till 4:30 today. The officers here are prepared to do business with you even as we speak online, and they can come to you. They just make business real. But I want to get an update on traffic. For that, we go to Officer Simon Ali.
Thank you so much, Pearson. Right now, it's real busy in Warrens. If you ain't leave for yet, you ain't getting work till 10 o'clock. Back to you, Pearson.
Well, thank you so much, Officer Ali. Another update coming your way before we're done. Well, Simon Ali is the program officer with the Department of Emergency Management. Simon, good morning again to you, man. It's good to have you.
It's always good to be here.
Yeah.
Always good to be a part of the Morning Barbados team.
Well, here we are now in the third day into the official 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. The Department of Emergency Management, just a stone's throw away from where we are.
That's right.
How prepared are we and how prepared are you, your office, for this season?
Well, simply put, we are ready. But remember that disaster management is a shared responsibility. Now, as a government department, we know what we are supposed to do with regards to coordination and our plans and our national program. However, we want to implore businesses, we want to implore regular citizens to get ready for the Atlantic hurricane season. The forecast is that is going to be an average or just below average hurricane season. However, that does not mean that Barbados cannot be impacted by a major hurricane or a tropical storm that may cause significant damage on the coastal areas or even cause some isolated areas of flooding.
I don't want people to get relaxed and to think, oh, it's below average, it doesn't matter, nothing much will happen, just some rain. No, it doesn't mean that at all. As a matter of fact, if you look at history, recent history, we've seen systems develop so quickly and become so powerful.
Yeah, that's it. And that's the same thing that Sabu Best from the BMS was saying. The intensity of the hurricanes and how quickly they develop is a serious problem. So therefore, we are imploring Barbadians, be ready. All it takes is one. All it takes is one hurricane or one major storm to cause significant damage.
All right. There are many constituents within what your focus is as the Department of Emergency Management. Let's look at the homeowner. Let's start with that constituent now. What are some of the things that you would want them to have ready before impact?
Well, along with the non-perishable items like your canned products and so on, it is important, number one, to have an emergency contact list. You have your storage of potable water. You also have the idea of where your nearest hurricane shelter is. Also, look at having evacuation routes. How easy or what's the fastest route for you to get to your house or get away from your house in case of a major hurricane. But more importantly, I think having hurricane supplies, your batteries, your battery-operated flashlights. You want to have your first aid kit, your stockpile of medication. So it's very important to have these things.
And for us at the media, we say to you, stay tuned to all media, but stay tuned specifically to the media of CBC.
That's right.
We are one of the most credible on the island, if not the most credible, and we encourage you to continue following us throughout the hurricane season for updates as well. So for the basic homeowner, that's some of the things in terms of surviving the impact.
That's right.
But there are members of that household as well who have different abilities at
That's
times.
right.
And so what would you advise as it relates to people with different abilities, whether it's your age, your
Yes.
disability because of some of the physical impairment?
environment.
That's very good. I think, Pearson, it is important that, along, like I said, the medication, it is also important to ensure that the inhalers, if you have asthmatics, if you have persons who are hypertensive or they are on particular heart medication, it's very important that you have the medication there for them, but also ensure that access out of the house is easy for them. Who is going to lift them? Who is going to push the chair? Is there a ramp at your house to get your loved one out? Those are the things that you have to consider when it comes to hurricane season.
And that's the family plan you're talking about.
That's the family plan.
Let it be a part of the family plan. And what part of that is at times, because you might be elsewhere and your old granny or granddad is at home, and they need care. They need for someone to urgently come to them to help as well. There are different layers to that. Either me, the loved one, I rush home, which is what we encourage, get to them to help them.
True.
But if not, you have to reach out to your DEOs.
Oh, that's right. The District Emergency Organizations.
Are they ready and operational?
They are getting ready. I think that our DEOs are going through a whole process of we're getting new membership, but we're also doing a lot more training. We want to thank our consultant, Selwyn Brooks, and the rest of the team, the program officers, Mr. Damian Griffith, as well as Joyanne Johnson, who are working with the DEOs to help them prepare for the hurricane season. But along with the hurricane season, we do notice that Saturday that passed, we had an earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
So we've always been saying during the hurricane season, other hazards can occur.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was listening to one of the calling programs this week so far. It is only Wednesday. And someone raised the question, I think it was yesterday, of what do I do in the event of an earthquake? And there was confusion. I should run out the building?
No. Drop, cover, and hold on.
That's right.
Drop, cover, and hold on. You cover your head. You hold on to the table or whatever that you're trying to get close to or onto or under. Then after that, after the initial shaking stops, you proceed to the exit and you go to the assembly point.
Calmly.
Yeah. That's
so
right.
Drop, get down low.
Get under
the table.
But don't stop down there.
Come back up.
Come up.
So, you get under the cover of the table.
That's right.
Hold on.
That's right.
And then hold on and wait it out.
That's right.
And then as soon as the shaking has stopped, then you comfortably, easily walk and come outside.
Because what you would find is that earthquakes don't usually last more than 30 seconds, right? So it may seem nerve-wracking, like, oh, Lord, this earthquake is going to stop. But it's only a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And then you proceed out of the building to the assembly point.
Remember that. Drop, cover, hold.
That's
and then
right.
Exit safely and calmly out. Indeed,
you know it.
And that's not the time to go sightseeing. As we tend to do, even with hurricanes, we tend to want to go sightseeing.
No, don't go sightseeing, especially during the what you would call the eye of the storm. Because when the hurricane passes, it's a little time that is a little peaceful, and people use that to go outside. Or if you're already outside and you want to catch waves or you want to do donuts around the roundabout. Hurricane season is not the time for that.
Not at all. No play.
Nope.
So one constituent is the household.
Yes.
Businesses now. What advice do you have early for businesses and for continuity of business?
Yeah, business continuity planning, or BCP as we call it at the EM. Already your HR person should already have a roster of persons who will be required to either stay, depending on the operation, who will stay on at the facility during the hurricane in a safe location, and those who will report directly afterwards to work when the all clear is given. So depending on what your processes are, if you're a manufacturing plant, if you're into banking or you're a service provider, it will determine how you roster your staff. Also, we look at the supplies and the backup with regards to the information and the IT servers to make sure that the IT servers are not in a place where they can get wet or flooded. You want to also ensure that your business is insured. You saw what I did there.
Yes.
You got to ensure the contents as well as the property, so that after the impact of the hurricane, you do your damage assessment. You walk around the building, you see what is happening, and then after that, you determine what processes you can go right into.
I think you just mentioned at the beginning of your explanation that make sure your HR has a plan.
Yep.
So that means right now, the company.
Yep.
You talk to your HR officer. If you do not yet know what the plan is, ask some questions. So what is my role?
Yes.
Would I be on first impact or would I be post impact?
That's right.
What's my role? What's required of me? What are some of the things I need to have secured as well? That needs to put in place. And I think you would want to encourage HR practitioners and companies really to have a communication with your staff.
Correct.
Don't sit back and hold the plan to yourself.
Right. You don't wait until the impact or the hurricane is imminent to all of a sudden have a plan. During the course of the year, you look at your plan, you look at your warehouse, you look at your stock, you look at the things that you need to do. But more importantly, a caring employer would try their best to ensure that the workers can get home, to deal with home, and then, of course, if they have a challenge getting back to work, that they can provide some kind of transportation. Remember that after the impact of a hurricane, we can't expect that the buses will run just like that. There may be some debris on the road that has to be cleared. There may be some roads that are impassable due to power lines, due to being washed out. So all of those things have to be considered. What accommodations are made for persons to work online and from at home remotely? Those are the things that you need to consider determining how your business will operate after the impact of a hurricane.
And while we're talking broadly, generally right now, I hope that this conversation continues within your spaces, be it your home or your offices or even in your hotel employ as well. I know we haven't touched them yet. The hospitality
they have
sector.
a plan. Yeah, they have a plan.
They generally do. And then are you confident that our other systems in terms of telecommunications, provision of electricity services and so forth, are they already also have a plan?
Yes, I think one of the things we recognize in Barbados that in terms of utility companies, I would say that the Barbados Light and Power, as well as the Water Authority, they work in tandem. And after the impact of any major hurricane or storm, they're able to get the services back up. But it is important that Bajans understand that you need to have at least a week's supply of water. If you can invest in the portable chargers to charge your cell phone or whatever, those are the things that you need to do. All of the frozen meats and so on, you need to start to think about if you're going to have a cookout to get rid of all that meat from your fridge, your freezer.
Clear up some space because we have been going the distance. We're going the distance.
Yes, we
this
are.
runs until November, folks.
That's right.
And so every minute counts indeed. But this is only the beginning.
Only the beginning.
But that doesn't mean that that's the time you lay your guard down. You actually begin to rev up like now by making sure your plan is in place. Simon, when he arrived here, was doing the dance, the GLS dance. The across. You want to do that for us? Can we show Simon doing the across dance? Simon's going to show us because he was so happy at the fact that he's at Cape Barbados and he had the dance on. Do the dance, Simon.
I had the dance. So we're going across, right?
Yes. See, that's the across dance. Indeed.
That's my version of the across dance.
And that's the season's dance, indeed. Thank you so much, Simon, as always. And the season is long, so we'll have you back over time.
For sure.
To come back and remind us. All
That's right. Thank you so much.
Right, you're welcome. Program Officer with the Department of Emergency Management, Simon Allen, this morning, reminding us early in the season that we need to start preparing. Don't get lazy on this. Start preparing, indeed. And sharing with us the across dance, indeed. Don't forget, we're live here at Cape Barbados. The business is already open. They're waiting to serve you. Give them a call or come in and see what's in store. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 10 to the hour, and we're also live at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens. And the first woman to drive the Across, as far as I'm aware, is China Haynes. Of all people, China, good morning.
Good morning, Pearson. Good morning, Barbados.
I'm starting right there. How was it?
Okay, so imagine putting yourself in a vehicle where it has everything you need, and you can't drive it home.
That's how it felt to you.
That's how I felt.
So it felt good.
It felt really good.
Wow.
I love cars. I absolutely love cars. And when I sat in the Across, I'm not just saying this just to say it. It has everything that you would like in a budget-friendly vehicle. I am talking lane assist, lane departure. I'm talking panoramic roof, push to start, heads-up display, everything you'd want in today's car.
Wow. And it felt safe. Did it feel solid on the road? I love a solid feel.
And that's the thing, you'd want a solid vehicle, not only as an everyday person, but I'm on the road a lot.
Yes.
I'm going between the different meetings and then picking the kids up, so you want that solid feel, and that's exactly what I felt when I sat in that Across, and it was so comfortable. You
didn't do that with your legs, did you? You were driving.
I was
and
driving.
So handling and all the safety features are right there in front of you for navigation and so forth, right?
Absolutely. What's really nice about it is it has two different displays, one right in front of you, so you have tachometer and speedometer, and then you have the Apple Play, if you have an Apple, you have the Android Auto as well. So, I mean, everything you'd want, safety-wise as well. The vehicle's 1500cc, so people think, oh gosh, it's a small engine, but in these days, what these engineers have done, figured out a way to put a small engine and still pack a punch. And that's what the Across is.
Yep. And it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid vehicle. So you know for sure it's a really good economical decision for you to make. You're not spending all your money in petrol, and petrol costs are rising. You actually have the power generated in the battery by your usage and stoppage and the like. And so there you go. You'll find it a very affordable vehicle indeed. But I started by saying First Woman. I did that deliberately because it's a series you've started now called First Woman.
That's
First
true.
Woman in what? Doing what? What are you looking at?
So it's not an acronym. It's literally first. The first women in each of their sectors.
Right.
So we've had politicians we've spoken about, sportswomen we've spoken about, and then we thought about it. Initially, I'll be very honest with you, it was supposed to come off on International Women's Day. And when we went through that list, the amount of Barbadian women who are trailblazers, who've done things first bus driver, first bus owner, first pilot. I mean, the list is extensive. So we've broken it up into episodes. So the first episode were people like Dame Nita Barrow, Dame Sandra Mason, our Honorable Prime Minister. And those are the politicians.
So, first Governor General, first President, first female Prime Minister.
That's right.
Those are the first women there in
those
politics.
Are the first. That's right.
But were there any other firsts in politics? Who was the first woman into the House of Parliament?
Oh, that's a really good question.
There you go.
So we have two people that we spoke about. One was featured and one was not featured. We have people like Ermi Bourne.
Yes.
Right? And then the second woman after her we are going to feature. That is Gertrude Eastman. Yes. And we had a historian with the first episode, and he took us through a timeline that made the show very easy to watch if you're not interested in history. So he started with people like Nanny Gregg, right, who was one of the very first women to start a rebellion, on the plantation. We went up to Sarah Ann Gill. So we did a progress towards where we are today.
And all of this is to showcase that women are making marks. And sometimes we could forget that given the male-dominated society we generally live in. And so you want to be able to pinpoint and show that we do have women who are trailblazers.
That's right.
So you're looking at politics. What other sectors are you looking at?
Oh, sport was so interesting to me. Sport was so
Ask me who's the first female jockey.
Okay.
Sonia Perkins.
And she is featured.
Yeah.
She was featured, yes.
Wow.
She was featured. We also had people like our first cohort who went to the 1972 Olympic Games, like Frida Nichols.
Yes.
So the very nice thing for this about me is that I got to talk to all these trailblazers. And if I didn't get to speak to the trailblazers, I spoke to people who know them well. Yes, or knew them well, as some have passed, yes.
So this is going to be a series. So you're developing more than 13, I'm sure. So I don't know how many parts you're working on, but when can we expect to begin to see this series?
Pearson, you're giving me work talking about 13 episodes. So far, we're in our third episode that just finished, and that was on people like the first policewomen, the first firefighters, the first DPP. So we're moving on to things like faith and education, the first reverence. So we still have a way to go. But this is this episode will come over on Wednesdays. And repeat on Sundays. So just stay tuned to CBC. We have the promos out, so you would, in between watching our shows, you would see when it's coming on, as well as our social medias on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So just stay tuned to CBC.
Wednesdays and Sundays, you will see First Woman.
8 p.m. on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Just recently, as a matter of fact, the first women to be ordained in the Anglican Church are marking their 30th anniversary.
They are, on the 31st.
So I'm sure we'll get to see them. Very since you talked about religion as well. But there's so many endeavors, I wish I could find the first female cane cutter.
Yes.
First female cane loader, and on and on. It has the capacity to stretch in so many different ways because women have over the years been making such a profound impact.
Absolutely. And you're 100% correct. So I got a call from a lady who said, well, my daughter was the first in such and such. And I won't say what it is because what she's doing is so interesting and she really is a pioneer. So yeah, we have people who are interested, and it's developed from just politicians to the everyday Bajan.
That's what I wanted to come to next, because oftentimes we tend to give it to the notables. We know the notables, that's very easy to spot. But there's some unknown who are working, doing tremendous work and are firsts in our community as well. And I'm glad that you're receiving calls from the audience to say, hey, give consideration to, and let's see how we could tell her story as well. And so while you sit to dig deep with the historian and to hear the stories, what are you learning about you and the opportunity for other girls like you, females like yourself, to be able to make a mark?
That's a great question. I actually just came across another first, one of the very first journalists, Cyriline, I think her name was. So it's been inspiring because these women, whether or not that you are a physician or an engineer, I feel like every single one of these paths have been made for us as women, even sitting here with natural hair.
Yes.
Right? Women have been trailblazers and pioneers for a long time. And it's inspiring as you learn this history. I can sit here now chat. The first person in Parliament who was a woman. I can now tell you who that is.
Who that is?
I just told you just now.
Yeah.
Ermi Bourne.
I know.
Yes, Ermi
So I just want to make
Bourne.
sure you remember.
Ermi Bourne. Oh, I'm getting any pop quizzes as well.
Yeah, and so that's it, because what we just did is an example of what people will experience when they watch is like, oh, and did you know? And you remember those kinds of conversations and questions. And so it's a history lesson for all of us to reflect for just a moment, but it's a wonderful lesson for our young people as well, lest they don't know or forget of who are some of the first, and then they begin to pattern or be used as examples of what's possible in the future.
Well, you're 100% right. In the episode with sport, when we had people like Frida Nichols and Barbara Bishop who were running in the 4x400 meters, people were thinking, well, what about Akila Jones?
Yes.
And what about Tia Adana Bell? And these are women who are now making their mark.
Yeah.
Sade Williams. So not everybody was able to be featured, but we made sure to show their faces and just show how the impact of people like Frida Nichols can help the generations upcoming.
It's a series on TV8, folks, and online. And so we want to encourage you to watch on Wednesdays and Sundays, TV8, to see First Woman, because you may have forgotten. And so we're bringing the memory back to you. We're going archival and then we're coming to present day. And while some of these people have passed, we just want to be able to celebrate their contribution over time. Some of them are alive, and I'm sure you're getting a chance to sit and talk to them too, to go their journey along with them as well, because they're still around among us. But it gives us a sense of respect for. And I think that's what sometimes our society lacks. So we see in other foreign spaces where China Haynes walks down the road and people go in awe of this first woman who was blazing first woman. And so there's a lot of respect there. But in Barbados, we tend to treat people a whole lot differently. And we're hoping that over time, we create a society that's respectful of others, but at the same time, celebrate their achievements at the same time. And I hope that this program helps to bring that out as well.
Well, I love your spin on it, and that's exactly what we want to do.
We use it. Use my spin on it. But China, it's wonderful sitting talking to you. I'm thankful that you've been able to be taking up this series to look at First Woman. And don't forget, folks, again, it is on
CBC TV8.
Wednesdays and Sundays. So just watch it and get involved, get the conversation going. So, you're with me now. Omari, come here, young man, because I tasked you, stand right there. Oh, right there. I tasked you with a responsibility today. Yes. Did you follow through?
Yes, please.
This is China, by the way.
Very nice to meet you.
China Hayes is her name. Put it a little closer to your mouth because you have a big voice. And so, what did you experience? Let's see, China. Let's see if he's picked up what you picked up on.
Okay. Well, obviously, I realized that you all have many different colors. Obviously, you have
not me. Get over here. Simpson
Motors has many different colors.
HK Barbados.
Yes, please. So they have many different colors, and also for those persons who may be tech savvy, you have a screen where you can navigate the system and go through different controls. Obviously, I like the shape of the vehicle also, and yeah.
Yeah, China.
Yeah.
Assess
Well,
it.
I mean, okay. When you have lots of groceries, or you know what, you play sports.
Yeah.
I'm sure you play sports. You have all the bags. You get to the trunk. How are you going to open? This vehicle has a little button you press, or you kick under, and the trunk opens.
Well,
That's what you're talking
quietly,
about.
Very quietly, very seamlessly, and it's foolproof for children as
It
well.
is.
They don't slam fingers.
It's hot outside. AC might not always do something for you.
Mhm.
The panoramic roof might not always do something. It has cooling seats. So you know in the UK, in those places, you have the heated seats. You have ventilated seats.
See?
Keeping you cool all throughout the day.
Stick close to her. She'll teach you a lot of things. But thank you so much indeed, both of you. And well done, Omari. And so, folks, that's the end of it for today. Remember, you are invited to come down to Inchcape Barbados here in Warrens. Traffic is building, naturally, as you'd expect at this time. The doors opened at 7:30. They do so Monday to Friday and on Saturday as well. So we want you to come down and look and see and browse and test drive and then buy, because you're into the best brands on island, Suzuki and more. Well, that's it for me and the team. We wish you a wonderful today. Be it the will of the Lord. We will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a lion. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.com.